Right, friends.
So, again, it is very, very important that having listened to these things, you go back and see it for yourself, with however much I may say, however much the books may write, until you see it, you internalize, you see the truth of every statement, nothing will happen. That is why that word very nicely, as I said yesterday, scanning. Scanning, because you have to see where the problem is. And the best part of this knowledge is, the moment you are ready to scan, you are already with yourself. Because to be conscious of your thoughts, listen, to be conscious of your thoughts, you begin with being conscious. Long before you start the 100-meter dash, 200-meter dash, 1,000 meter, 10,000 meters, 45 kilometers of marathon, the moment you are ready, you are absolutely still. The movements begin later on. Immobility, stillness, instantaneous. To move, you have to do something. To be immobile, you cannot. To watch the movements, you must be still. You don't need movements to be stilled. And what is affecting us is not the movements, the changes, aging, changing, but what affects is the I owning of the changes, owning of the aging. That is why aging cannot be stopped, you can delay. Changing cannot be stopped, you cannot delay. The I who is identifying with the changes as well as the aging, and every part of the physical body, every bit of the memories, that is the one suffers the aging, overtaken by the changing, suffers the dying. So if that is understood, and when you are scanning along with all other thoughts, most important thought is the scanner, the I who says, I am scanning. So that is see. You are conscious even as you begin it. Before you begin also, the consciousness is there. That I want to begin is a struggle. That is why Ashtavakra Gita so beautiful shall say, Ayame vahite bandha, this is your bondage. Brahmi bhavitum ichhasi. You want to become Brahman, drashtaram anupasyati. You want to see the seer. This is the bondage. Instead of being the who you are seeking. Your seeking is happening in the presence of consciousness. Are you getting that point, friends? physically, when you are searching for Mahadeva, when physically you are searching for something, your eyes are used, Mahadeva. Physically, when you are searching for something, your legs are used, your eyes are used, your ears are used, your limbs are used. Mentally, please understand, can you search for happiness physically? You can search for sensation physically. You can search for a sound, touch, taste, smell, sight physically, with your eyes as a physical body, every part of the body. If you are looking for resolution, satisfaction, fulfillment, happiness, immortality, which is already there, where? In unto the physical body. But if eyes cannot see it. Na chakshusha pasyati drishyamayena. Chakshusha, you can't see that. Manasa eva anudrashtavyam. That which can be seen by the mind, in the sense, in the mind, listen carefully. To observe you, to be yourself, you don't open your eyes and search for yourself. The self is not outside. Asabdam is not a sound to be heard. Asparsam, not a touch to be touched, not a taste to be tasted, not a smell to be smelt, not a sight to be seen. Beginningless, endless. So physically you cannot search for it. Your confusion is not in the physical body. Listen carefully, friends. Your confusion is not in the physical body, not in your toes, not your knees, not your stomach, not in your back. Neither it is anywhere in the vast physical universe. Confusion is in your mind. Who is confused? Toe is confused. Knee is confused. Hand is confused. Eyes are confused. Confusion is not a physical phenomenon. Pain, anxiety, conflict, misery, anger, hatred, jealousy is not a physical manifestation. Anger can manifest at the level of the body while kicking, slapping, shooting. You can do that. Not shooting gun, even hitting in your hand. You don't have to hit your hand, just shoot your mouth. Those are the physical manifestation of anger, hatred, jealousy, love, infatuation. Please think of it. But the confusion itself, the jealousy, hatred, all these things happen where? In the mind. All your thoughts. And who is confused? Body doesn't feel confused. Sense organs don't feel confused. Thoughts that don't feel confused. Consciousness that illumines everything doesn't feel confused. I feel confused. This I is confused. So if this I is confused, what does it mean, friends? I shall give you a sort of a similarity of what I went through recently. Many of you might have gone through, must have seen, heard about it. What must have you have seen, heard about it? I went through it. My eyes, the right side eyes, I went for because there was a little haziness. Some 2-3 years back, sight of it. I went to the doctor. Doctor said, oh, you are developing cataract. It's very normal language. You are developing cataract, but it's still not ripe. You have to wait. 3 years it took. Again when I went there, the person looked at it and said, you are ready. Listen carefully, friends. First thing first, why did I go to the doctor at all? The eyes did not go to doctor. The eye went to doctor. Listen carefully. Very beautiful. Morning I was thinking, I have written down everything, but I shall share with you. Please think of it. Why did I go to the doctor? Because remember your childhood. Your childhood, you had a clear sight. That is your benchmark. All of us, friends, We did not start as 70-year-old, 90-year-old, 100-year-old. A child, we start fresh, born into in the universe. Clear eyesight. Don't say, some children are born blind. You are not interested in knowing the truth. You are simply talking nonsense. Don't worry about it. Just see the point. You are born with clear eyesight. We don't bother about it unless you are some extraordinary situation. Some people are 5 years, 10 years, 20 years also, they may look at it. But usually, generally, until 20, 30 years, naturally, your eyes have got a clear sight. When that clear sight is dimmed, suddenly you wake up. Why is it happening that my sight is dimming? That is the time you go to the eye doctor. Just for fun you don't go. And when you go to the doctor says, the cataract is forming. Listen carefully, friends. Exactly same way. When you are born, friends, clear mind. Have you seen a drunken child, angry child, hateful child, jealous child, sense of importance, I'm the rich or poor, hungry or famished? Have you seen in the child? You remember, you don't have to look for a child, you are the child. In your mind, what was there? The child smiles. Innocence, absolute innocence. No complications. Serene. When shall you go to anybody for advice? As a child, you don't go for any advice to anybody. Anger comes, jealousy comes, laziness comes, resistance comes. I want this. Then, as an adult, listen carefully. So what is happening? Please. Who causes it? If the cataract of the eyes, you don't cause. In the aging is the process. Automatically it happens. And eyes are not resisting it. The eye, individuality, the thought feels, oh, I can't see it anymore. Your leg is something problem, or the tooth is a problem. Understand? When the part of the body is a problem, the part of the body doesn't say, I am suffering. The sensation reported, and it's I, the individuality. My stomach ache, my leg pain, my back pain, my headache. Understand, please. The universe just goes on changing. Pratyayanti gata punarna divasha kalo jagad bhakshaka. Ayur nasyati pasyatam pratidinam yati kshayam yauvanam. This is natural. Ayur nasyati, longevity passes. Pratidinam, every day, every moment, yauvanam kshayam yati. You don't push your body to be young or old. Gata divasaha punaha na pratyayanti. The days that have gone by never return. Kalo jagad bhakshaka. Time devours. Physical aging, changing is not a disease. It happens to everybody. Listen carefully. But the body doesn't feel that it is aging. The body doesn't feel it is changing. Please. Again and again I say, Deho na janati, Deho na bhakti. Deho hamiti deho na bhakti. Body doesn't say I am the body. Body doesn't know. When you say body, every part of the body. But every part of the body, including the total body, used by, dragged by, identified by one thought. I thought. The thought of the body is a thought. The sickness of the body, the defect in an organ is another thought, report. Who is getting affected there? I. That is why, as long as a report has not been, your physical body may be getting very weak, but it is I mean just I, not UIE, okay, just see the difference. The I doesn't care. The eyes can see, but eyes cannot see the body inside. It is not X-ray eye. So, everything is fine, stomach very flat, everything is beautiful. But there is a ache little comes. The eyes cannot see it reported. Because of the touch sensation, pain sensation, reported. Still you don't care. You go for a scanning and there is cancer. Or you imagine there is cancer, the eye starts getting nervous, destroyed, frightened. You imagine hypochondriac. You imagine the little pain is heart attack. You imagine this swelling is cancer. Think, friends. And then, that was your imagination. You still suffer. Then when the doctor opens up and there is really some trouble in your stomach, in your pancreas, in your liver, or some part of the blood is infected, when that idea, that thought is planted, now who is affected? The thought is affected or I? Oh, I am suffering. The person may be feeling, listen carefully, this is so beautiful. This is pure knowledge. You understand clearly. There may be a person walking around you, in your own house, in your own family, in your own circle. That person hates your God. He really hates you. He has nothing good to talk about you. But he doesn't say and you don't feel. Somebody, it doesn't matter like that. What he or she has been thinking for a long time, one day in the moment of anger, he bursts and says, you are the craziest man in the world. You are the stupidest. How do you feel? That thought is planted. He plants that thought. And you being who you are, not knowing anything about yourself, you are swallowing it lock, stock, barrel. How can you say that to me? I am the husband, I am the wife, I am the father, I am the guru, I am the... You understand? Who tortures you? That is why ignorant people who are tormented by thought, they know one way of tormenting others by planting a thought. Ignorant people are suffocated by their thought. Therefore, they think by planting a thought, they can suffocate the other person. Because they are tortured. So they want to torture others by planting a thought. Even with a common sense, if you are a person, yat patitam tad gurave niveditam, as been in class you do, whatever you study, you return it to the guru and get out. Go out of the room or go out of the ashram. Same way, same principle is used. Whatever the nonsense the other person talks, tat niveditam. The same person, you give it and go. Will you be affected? But what do you do? The ahankar does. Whatever the teacher says, scripture says, of course, return it with gratitude. What the person says, you are an idiot, you are stupid, drag it. Tat padidam, anyunya tat prabodhanam, talk about it to each other. Tat kathanam, tat chintanam, anyanya tat prabodhanam, tat kathanam, you talk about it. You know what he told me, he did this to me. Tat chintanam, go on, think about it. Anyanya tat prabodhanam, talk to each other, spread the word. That fellow is a rascal, he did this, he talked to this. How beautiful. So naturally, you get ajnana nishtha. Brahmanishtha is not there. You did total ajnana nishtha. Tat kathanam, tat chintanam, anyanya tat prabodhanam. What? The fellow talked to me, I am an idiot, you know. Oh. Who does it? Not a thought. I thought. In childhood, it was total clarity. Just like our eyes were totally clear, organs were totally beautiful, arteries were totally flowing, veins flowing, no block anywhere. The body is so nice as a child, healthy child. 90% children are like that. Don't bring the exceptions. Mind also like that. Everything is beautiful. Then when you start getting into thought, the thought is not affected. I am affected. So when this eye is affected, the eye shall look for solution. And who shall give you solution? The person who himself is tormented. How can he give solution? He shall give you the impossible solutions which are not solved his own problem. Remove your thoughts. Why are you thinking? Somebody can tell it. Don't take it seriously. Oppo, in advice. What all thing you tell people not to do, you are steeped in it. Don't get angry. Don't be jealous. Always accept everything. Agate swagatam, Sanskrit also thrown in. Agate swagatam kuryat, gachantam na nivarayet. Whenever something comes, please take it. Gachantam going, na nivarayet, don't worry. Money comes and goes. Oh, Baba. Philosophy of the highest kind, but it has no impact on anybody because you are living, only you know. You know what you are talking to them has not worked for you. Listen carefully. What you are talking to them has not worked for you because you say, Aham Brahmasmi. Understand that I am the Brahman, but you behave, Dehoham, Indriyoham. I am the body, I am the mind, I am worried, I am anxious, I am this like that. Kate kanta kasti putra sansaro yamati bhajitra. Shlokas, beautiful. But inside, what is bothering you? Your husband, your wife, your father, your mother, your child, your friends, your business, what is bugging you? All that is yours. If what is yours is bugging you, it is because you are dragging what all is yours to yourself. A clean mind of the child is completely overtaken. Naturally, everybody is restless. Everybody looks for a solution. Like you go for the eyes not able to see, ears not able to hear, stomach not able to digest, body not able to run, incapable of sleeping. These are all disorders, understand. A child sleeps like everybody say no, it sleeps like a baby. Why? Because baby sleeps any time. On the mother, in the chair, on the bed, on the perambulator, on the basket, anywhere. Child sleeps. Have you done that? Ask yourself when you were the longest asleep. After 1 hour. Not only restless, getting up, then do something. Immediately do something. Who is bugging? Understand, friends. From childhood don't wait until you are 100-year-old. The moment that type of suffering comes, you solve it. But do you know why people don't solve? Because they see, why children don't solve it? Because the children see all the adults are living full of anger, hatred, jealousy, pain, anxiety, and they call it, this is samsara. That is how world is. For everybody will be angry, everybody dies. Man is mortal, nobody gives you the message of immortality. It happens. Just like the eyes are losing this, your mind also is like that. Body is aging, so also mind is going craving. So the piece of advice is, drop your memories, forget everything, drop your thought, drop your anger, hate. How many people do? Who you are is so loud that nobody can listen what you say. What you say is a small voice. Who you are is so loud. I see you trembling with anger, obsessed with hatred. Jealousy is eating you up. In your face there is no hint of a smile. And you tell people, keep smiling. Beautiful. Keep smiling. Wow. Have you smiled? If I see you smiling, I shall be thinking, how did he do that? Oh, he smiles only even for the photograph. People smile. Understand, friends, it's beautiful. You smile only for the photograph. Or as I told you yesterday, in the presence of others, as you pick up a best dress and you come out, for others' consumption, please come, sit down. You're so nice, you are here. And the moment you are there, this person is not thinking of moving out. The rascal will tell suddenly when he comes back. And he is always asking for this or that. Now you are consumed by the artificial hospitality you offered. You wanted to show your goodness. Just like the white hair painted dark. When you, what do they do? You color your hair, no? You color your hair, how much you may color your hair, the root will be white. If you are coloring your hair white to look as an old man is acting, the root will be dark. How much you may color your presence, the root is always there, and that root is known to you, only to you. And you cannot pretend for a long time to come. You can pretend for a day, pretend for 2-3 days, but you cannot pretend forever. Like hiding a disease, you can do it for some time, it manifests. Same thing also, emotions, anger, hatred, jealousy. But first thing, these thoughts, who created it? Child's mind is clear. Go back, that is your benchmark. How is the child's mind? I don't have to explain. Consciousness we don't have to explain. Child's mind, you had experienced it. That was your anubhav. What is that? However many thoughts might have come in 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, the memory of the childhood, the earliest memory of the childhood, earliest thought of your childhood, before it came, how was you? How are you? Childhood memories are fragile. They drift, they are forgotten, they change, they fade. Consciousness, your innocence of your childhood, who you were, who you are, who you shall be, always the same. You don't need a doctor to cure it. You cannot cure, listen carefully friends, you can't cure old age. Physically, if you look at it, you cannot cure aging. You cannot cure changing. If you call it dying, you cannot cure dying. You cannot extend living for a long time. Because jatasya dhruva mrityu, mritam janma, the person, jatasya, the person who is dhruvam janma mritasya cha. In the physical universe, all that is changing, born is dying, changing, disintegrating. Even a thought is born, a thought also growing, thought also aging, forgotten, without your effort, in the field of consciousness. Unborn, ajava nitya shashvatayam pura. That's simple. But in case you go to a doctor, like I did go to this doctor, what did he do? Very sweet. That's why I sitting down there, when you put my eyes were dilating, I sat down there, this thought was coming. I was just sitting down. This morning, 5 o'clock onwards, I started writing that. That's what I'm telling you, friends. When I went to the doctor, what did he do? First checking my eyes. Checking my eyes. This lens, that lens, long side, short side, whatever it is, and you see whether you have glaucoma, whether you have all these things, put the light, everything is in our thoughts, that many things can be done. So I was really enjoying that. Oh, God's grace, nothing is there, but only cataract. To see that cataract, whether it is really done or not, what he said, dilate it. He put a drop and asked me to close my eyes. And what I was doing, not when it is going to open, I was thinking, to see the condition of my eyes, he is now dilating it. Because as it is, you cannot see it, because thickened or whatever it is, dilating means more and more light will go. When I opened my eyes, I couldn't look at it, because the light was getting in like anything. In child's mind, everything is coming simultaneously, everything is bright. But it has been cataracted. So many thoughts, so many things have come. So when you go to the teacher, what they do? Analyze, dilate it. Open up your mind. Don't hide your thoughts. Don't go just to anger. Dilate. How did it start? Vishayan dhyayato pumsa. That there is a Vishaya sense object there. I am neither interested in it, angry about it, jealous about it, nothing. First thought, gold. Just take an example, friend. You take your own example. How many examples I can give? You can make your own example and work on it. Suppose you saw the gold. Gold thought. No problem. Gold is not a problem. Gold is not temptation. Gold is nothing. Thought. Gold. Then I say, beautiful color. Hey, everybody saying gold, 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 gold. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like that chain. I like that bracelet. I like that gold pot, gold plate. I like. You can think, replace that gold with ice cream. But do it. Don't blame ice cream. Don't blame people who fed you ice cream. We are busy blaming everybody for everything, except ourselves. So just see, dilate how it started. First thought, Vishayan dhyayata. Then gold. Sangha upajayata. I became attached. I love gold, I love gold. Whoever gave me gold, my darling, my good papa, mama, friends, brother, sister, sugar daddy, those who took it away, prevented him from getting angry, that rascal. My brother, my sister taking away, told my grandfather told me this and took it away. Angry with those people. Anger you created. Very angry. More you are obsessed, if you don't get it, more you are angry. So who created that anger? We don't deal with that way. We deal with what? Anger. Anger comes, remains forever. So that angry, once you are angry with in relation to something, you shall pass it on to not only angry because I did not get the gold, angry because I didn't get the food, angry because I did not get the pillow, angry because I didn't get the attention, angry because I didn't have a job, angry because I am growing old. Angry. Understand? Jealous. Others have got, I don't have. Who creates it? You dilate it. That is why vichara. Vichara is dilation. Viparita chara. You are angry with the object. Start with the object. Viparita chara. Start from the object. Hey, there is no anger, no hatred, no jealousy, no pain, no competition, no nothing in the outside world. But I am angry for the object. How it started? First object, no, nothing, no problem. Perception, no problem. Thought, no problem. Then I like it, raga. I don't like it, dvesha, like and dislike. If I like it, I want it. Desire, object was desirable, got it, greed, did not get it, angry. Ayyo, who created these emotions? I. Anger and hatred and jealousy are not natural. Then everybody will be angry, everybody will be hateful, everybody will be jealous. You develop a desire for something which everybody doesn't desire. But desires you create, that is normal for everybody. Only if you create, if you don't create, what is the desire? Attraction. There is a flower. Is everybody attracted to it? Gold, everybody attracted to it? Even a man and a woman, everybody attracted to it? Even God, is everybody attracted? God in the sense of just a form or a name. Anybody attracted to it? I like only X, Y, Z, this God, that God. Every religion has their own gods. You just understand. Think of it, friends. So you create it. People who create similar devotion for same type of God, similar devotion for same types of practices, they have the religious denomination. People who are, they have common greed for the land, empire, emperor, wealth, money, they are secular. Each country, each village, each family. These are all how much to talk, friends. Anyway, just see as an individual. Look at yourself. You created your anger, your hatred, your jealousy. So you dilate it. Oh my God, I created it. I thought my mother fed me the laddu and I liked it. Then I said, Mummy, why did you feed me laddu? Or else you would not have lived. He had given you some food. But when I liked it, yes, then I develop a liking for it. And if somebody doesn't give, I get very angry. I come back and tell my mother, in my school, he took away the laddu and I didn't get it. So it got built up. If a children, you fight for a pencil, for a toy, 10-year-old, you are fighting for a cycle. 20-year-old fighting for a motorcycle. 30-year-old fighting for Balastavat, Krida-sakta, Tarunastavat, Taruni Rakta, Buddhastavat, Chintamagna, Parame Brahmani Kopina Lagna. Who does it? See your own history. You create it. Ishvara. You dilate. Oh. When you dilate, when eyes you dilate, the eyes, the doctor dilates and says, yes sir, there is a cover. That's not enough. Then he has to operate, remove the cataract. Physical process, anesthetize and remove the cataract. Put the lens so that you can see the physical thing, it destroys, no problem. Changes, so lens has to be changed. This beautiful thing, this is how it is. Physically. Mentally it is very easy. The moment you're dilating it, if somebody is analyzing your mind, you will not understand it. You will understand it as information. Yeah. So, that is why, who understands it? One who listens. Srotabhya, atmavare, drashtabhya. It must be seen. By whom? One who listens. Mantabhya, mananad. Continuously contemplates. Nididhyasitabhya, didhyasa, dhyatumicha. abiding in himself. You go to the ashram, forget ashram, you go to the wise man. He can be in his apartment, he can be in a house, in a palace, anywhere. Janaka was also a king. Wise man has no, only ashram people, red dhoti or no dhoti, people are wise. No. A wise man is one with the wisdom. When that person, when he says something, you take it, listen to it, think over it, good, accept, good, reject. But you don't do that. We just take it, listen carefully. Where do you think it? Physically? In the house? The home should be a little comfortable, that much, nothing more than that. But what the person does is, I went to that place, that Guru, there was no good food. He asked me to stay in a apartment. When I am used to air-conditioned comfort, he's giving me that. I want a Guru who has got air-conditioned comfort. So you go to air-conditioned comfort. Then you come and stay there. There good food is there, good taken care. Previously, house was a problem because mummy will not give in the right time, or the person cannot give it to you. And there everybody was talking how a rascal, rogue you are, and lazy bone you are. Now here you don't do anything. Nice house is there, food comes in time, ding, 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 ding. Before the bell rings your stomach, the food is there. So you get it, then you feel you have become a rishi. Because there is nobody questions you. The moment you step out, you want food is not there. You want garland, nobody gives a garland. You want an elephant reception, cows are not there. You want everybody to come and give you a massage or touch your foot or pull your leg. They don't touch your foot, they touch your foot to pull your leg. Then how do you feel? This world is useless. Why? Because you have been made useless in a very protected surrounding where nobody tells you your mistakes. And you are very comfortable being told. And by chance somebody questions the number one enemy, because I am the holy man. I am in the dress. I am in the robe. I am in the denial. I am denying everything, really. You are denying everything or you cannot get anything. Thoughts do not change. Not the thoughts, nobody wants you to change your thoughts. The thinking doesn't change. Thinking means what? The I is not changing. So when the teacher does the operation, teaching, the teacher, understand friends, the eye doctor cures, helps to cure cataract, which is roga. The wise man doesn't remove or cure your anger or hatred or jealousy. He cures the rogi, you who creates your anger, hatred, jealousy. But when he is teaching, if the I sit down there, now I know Krishna Upanishad, Brahma Vidya, Brahma Sutras, Siddhi Granthas, or you feel only Tattvavada did the work out, I have to wait that. This is how you stay there. The wisdom is, the teacher cures the rogi, the I. Listen carefully. There are two types of people. One who is diseased because he has a disease, roga, pain. Other fellow is, another one is bhogi. Bhogi is lost in the sense object. The rogi is can't eat it anymore. Stomach is upset. This is upset. But I have got a lot of food. So sometimes you are a bhogi until you become a rogi. Listen. Some people consider indulgence as a roga. Some people consider indulgence as bhoga. That is why there is pravritti, nivritti. The people who is lost in the pleasures, bhoga, but he is also lost. Soon he will be empty. The person who has renounced everything, a rogi, a tyagi, he also is tired. Why did I do it? I should have done these things. The I, listen carefully, the I thought will repent both for a bhoga and tyaga. You renounce, you will repent. Why did I give up, man? You do the bhoga, why am I unnecessarily indulging? Both way you will have guilt. Because bhoga is not roga, tyaga is not roga. Indulgence is not disease, neither the renunciation is disease, the I is diseased. Bhogi, rogi. And that is what the teacher doesn't touch the universe. Of course, we take great pleasure in living in a hut as the palace will destroy us. Great pleasure in changing the world, changing the people. I gave head everybody, I did this to everybody. What did you do to yourself? Do you return to the childhood simplicity and the clarity of thinking, clarity of being? Child has not started thinking. The child enjoys an effortless being. Like your eyes, clear sight, ears, sharp listening. A child gets excited by every sound, every touch, every taste, every smell, every sight. As an adult, only this sound. That is why music, you get totally lost. Some people lost only in sight. They're professional. Professional means what? Professional musicians, professional drummers, professional instrumentalists. Professional toucher means what? Providing everything that is comfortable. Good house, good car, good seat belt, or this or that. Love, affection, physical comfort, touch. That is a profession. Providing physical comfort. Some people are sight-oriented. Beautiful things they create. Create artificial mountains, waterfalls. Professionals. Taste, of course, restaurants open, thousands of. One millionaire's restaurant, every dish is $1 million. Once in a year they celebrate it. Forget this nonsense. You know the word, bhoga. Or somebody total renunciate. Bhogi is a rogi. Rogi, of course, is a rogi. Because the I. The person who is denying, dreaming of indulgence. The person is indulging, tired of indulgence, looking for renunciation. The prophet, the rich wants to be, the poor wants to be rich. The rich knows nothing has happened. Because he himself is not happy with the riches. By giving riches, how can he make others happy? For some time, you take away some people's inconvenience for some time. The person is hungry, give the food. He's so happy, you feel happy. His happiness means his satisfaction of eating something reflects on you and I give him so much happiness. For a moment, you feel happy. But the moment that moment is gone, again you're looking for the next person to feed. Nobody is there. I'm feeding my husband, feeding my wife, feeding my own people. They are not grateful, they are rascals. Then feeding one driver on the road or the beggar in the road, how can you think you are feeding people and they are happy? Think. So, Bhishaje Bhavarogina. You know what? Mother's name is Mahadeva. Sarva Roga Nivarini, Sarva Mrityu Vinashini, Sarva Roga Vinashini, Sarva Mrityu Nivarini. Sarva Roga Vinashini, Sarva Mrityu Nivarini. Oh Mother, you are Sarva Roga Nivarini. You can, every roga you can prevent, not cure. Nobody can take away the possibilities of roga and bhoga in an object. Are you getting that point? You must really think. There is good food. That is, roga is inherent if you eat more. Bhoga is inherent, understand, bhoga is inherent if you are enjoying eating more and more and more and more, always going for it, morning, evening, like that. You are, oh, I love it. Why? Because you think of the food, food is there, bhoga. Overeat it, roga. So who creates your bhoga? Who creates your roga? Who creates your sensation? Who gets fed up with sensation? Only one thought. Ahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. I think of myself, bhavani. Shivoham Shivo. They give you, the teacher helps you to understand who you are. He doesn't change the nature of the world. You cannot. Body shall never become immortal. Poverty shall be poverty, prosperity shall be prosperity. It means nothing. Your happiness has nothing to do with your poverty and prosperity. Manasicha paritushte ko dhani ko daridra. A person who is satisfied, contented with himself. Who is dhani, who is daridra? If you are daridra and dissatisfied, you are miserable. You are a wealthy man and still dissatisfied because I don't have more, or nobody, even after taking my wealth, they don't bother me. He is also dissatisfied. Whereas paritushte, when you are satisfied, contented with yourself, ko dhani, ko daridra. The person yogarato va yoga vihina, sangarato va sanga vihina, bhogarato va bhoga vihina. In both, nandati, nandati, nandati. Which a person knows about himself. So the teachers, the scripture, doesn't cure that limitations of the things. Understand. But why do you go there to temples, gods, puja, rituals, all the religious people? Take away my poverty. Why? What is wrong with poverty? Don't ask, take away my poverty. Don't ask, give me more rich. Or take away my riches, give me more property. Take me away. Have you done that analysis, vichara, scanning? Because that is where you need to dilate your mind. How much have you observed your mind and how much are you obsessed with other people's mind? That will decide the case. If you are doing the vichara on other people's mind, you will be permanently dazed, permanently miserable. You will be destroyed because you will see only death. Or if you see somebody living, jealous. You see somebody's prosperity, you are jealous. See somebody's poverty, little relief, he is also poor. That doesn't solve the problem. Observe. Who is doing that? So as in your clear sight becomes a little muddled, you go to the doctor and he does the whole analysis of it, removes that thing which was covering it up, or lens which was mistaken. So in the whole mind of yours, you go to the eye doctor, simple eye doctor, wise man. And what the eye doctor says, listen carefully. Shows you the entire, that way tattva is enough. What is the nature of the body? Asti jayata vardhate viparinata pakshate vinasyati iti shad vikastra. Not to repeat that. But this is what the body is. Therefore, what is the mind? The thoughts are there. Mano, buddhi, chittam, ahankar. Mano, buddhi, chittam, fine, ahankar. And all these things, stula, sukshma, karana, sarirat, vyatiriktaha. Panchakoshatita sanne. Jagra, swapna, susupti, avastha. Avasthatraya, shakshi. That is always existing. Sat. Awareness, chitta, ananda. That is myself. The witness of everything. I that was suffering, ahankara, is a suffering. Aham karomi, it drags everything towards itself. And that the body is asti jayate vardhati is not a problem. That the eyes are seeing it, hearing is not a problem. You think for yourself. That there is a thought is not a problem. I am thinking, I am seeing, I am living, I am dying, I am wanting, and this I. What is this I? Are you that aham, in whose presence ahankara is seen? Or are you the ahankar? I. Understand? That is why in Sanskrit it is beautiful, because ahankara that is the problem. Aham karomi. When the body who doesn't feel it is doing, the eyes don't feel they are seeing, tongue taste, it doesn't say it's doing, tasting, the gold is there, gold doesn't feel rich, the dust is there, doesn't feel poor. The creation is absolutely part of the macrocosmic universe, divine, Ishvara if you bring in. The I, ahankara, drags, aham karomi. I walk, I can't walk. I see, I can't see. I eat, I cannot eat. I give, I can't give. I want, nobody gives me. The I drags everything onto itself. Bhoga drags onto itself. Roga drags onto itself. Compliment drags onto himself. Since you drag the compliment to yourself, you cannot escape dragging all nonsense about you. The person, because that is why they can flatter you, he can flatten you. If you drag the credit to yourself, you cannot stop dragging this credit. You cannot. Nobody needs to humiliate you. You shall humiliate yourself permanently. Because you are feeding yourself with false ideas. Understand? So aham and ahankara. When you say I, if you see yourself as the scanner, sakshi, witness, consciousness, no problem. When you say, who are you? If you see the body, that is a picture of the ahankar, owning the body. What is yours is not you. And if you see it clearly, you cannot suffer even for a fraction of a second. Space is space. Always the same. Consciousness is consciousness. Always the same. If this is your life, when you say something, other people will listen to it. Why? Ananya prokte gatiratra nasti. Ananya prokte gatiratra nasti. The person who knows Bhagavataha anyam na vidyate, Brahmanaha anyam na vidyate, there is nothing other than the Shaguna Brahma Ishvara, there is nothing other than the Nirguna Brahma Chetana Brahma. Once you see it, he shall make you feel comfortable with the Shaguna, all the Nama Rupa, as well as nameless, formless. You have everything fantastic, nothing fantastic. Understand? When your life is like that, you are cured, you are seen for yourself who you are. So you heal yourself. You as though diseased yourself and you heal yourself. The teacher is just a facilitator. Don't depend too much on the teacher. Whatever little he says, the person must take it and think it for himself. Your teacher can be all pandityam, all everything. That's what Shankara says, vadantu sastrani yajantu devan kurvantu karmani bhajantu devata brahmaikya bodhena bina vimukti na siddhyati janma shatantarevi. You can go on vadantu sastrani, all the scriptures you have not. Teach, talk, kurvantu karmani, do all karma, bhajantu devata, yajantu devan, you do anything. Brahmaikya bodhena vina, without the understanding of your being, nothing will happen. And thereafter, everything is glorified. You can sing, you can dance, you can fast, you can eat, you can need not live, you can live. Anything is a glory because Ishvara. Yadevi sarvabhutenu, Yadevi sarvabhutesu what? Sarvarupena santita. How much can he say? Yadevi sarvabhutena santirupena santita, bhakti rupena santita, trusha rupena santita, trusha also thirst, kama rupena desire also, trishna also, thirst, everything. Who, mother who is existing in all, tired, sarvarupena, yadevi sarvabhutesu, sarvarupena santita, who in all the beings existing as herself, himself, itself. Very beautiful. Nirlobha, lobhanasini. She has no greed and destroys the greed. When you are nirlobha, you have no greed in yourself, you are the truth. Lobhanasini, automatically lobha goes away. Niskrodha, krodha shamani. No anger. Anger doesn't stop. But if you are exploding with anger, exploding with the lobha, nispapa papanasini. What shall I say? Nispapa. Nothing touches, no papa, no punya. Why? That is why Bhagavan Shankara so beautifully writes, no? Name dvesha rago, name lobha moho, mado neva me neva mascharya bhava. Na dharmo, na charto, na kamo, na moksha. Chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham. Na punyam, na papam, na saukhyam, na dukkham. The entire verse is what? All that I am not. Papa punya, ragadvesha, I create. There is no ragadvesha in the universe. For God's sake, don't give me, he gave me ragadvesha. Hey, Gada. If this is what you have learned, I mean, thanks to you and whatever glory to the teacher who was teaching you. I don't create raga. Unless you create raga, you create dosha, this object is so innocent like a child. No like, dislike in this. The objects do not tempt you. Mutually, human beings tempt each other, destroy each other, glorify each other, pull each other, destroy each other also. Ahankara is fighting. Dvesha raga. I'm not there. So what is dvesha raga? Lobha moha, no. Madam ascharya, nothing. No dharma, no artha, no kama, no moksha. Punyam papam, forget it. Na punyam, na papam, na saukhyam, na dukkham, sukha dukkha. Aham bhojanam naiva bhojyam na bhokta. Neither I am bhojana, nor I am bhojya, nor I am bhokta. Neither I am food, the eater, or the eating. Nothing. Brahmaivaham. Brahmarpana, Brahmavihi, Brahmagno, Brahmanahutam, Brahmaiva tena gantavyam, Brahma karma samadhi. Swami also, Shankara he quotes beautifully, Brahmaiva karma. Brahma karma samadhi means Brahma karma samadhi, Brahma karma samadhi, samadhi, Brahma karma samadhi. You can't explain, therefore, get away. No. Brahmaiva karma, tasmineva samadhi. As though Brahman itself is a karma, meaning in and through every action in action. Samadhi. That is where you dwell, that is your nature. For such a person, Brahmarpanam, whatever you offered is Brahman. Brahma habihi, the ghee is offered, the offering is Brahman, what is offered is Brahman. Brahmarpanam, Brahmavi, Brahmagno, Brahmanagutam. In the fire of Brahman, by the Brahman, whatever is offered into the fire, that also is Brahman. Brahma tasmat brahmaiva tena gantavya. That means everything is reality, truth, consciousness, myself. So nothing is dismissed. Sansara dukkham, shut up. Remove your anger, remove your hatred. Why should you? But Mama says, Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu krodharupena tantita. Anger is she, trusha is she, lobha is she. But same time, nirloha lovanasini. Ayyo, you understand? Nishpaha paha paparasi. So where are you? Dilate. Just like the eyes hospital gives you this insight, we can have one eye clinic, simply eye clinic, eye hospital, eye doctor. Getting that. And this hospital will not need any anesthesia, any chemicals, any knife, laser surgery, nothing is required. Just scan. See as you see. These eyes that see can have a cataract. The eye of the eye, no cataract, no glaucoma, no retina detachment, no discoloration, no nothing. To cure the eyes, you put eye drops. To cure the eye, drop the eye. It's a very good idea. To fix your eye, you can put eye drops. The eye individuality, to cure it, drop the eye. Dropping the eye, that's very difficult. Dropping, who will drop the eye? Oh, intelligent question. Oh, my head reels. Drop yourself. Who shall drop the eye? Who is holding on to it? Who is holding on to it? With that I shall finish. Drop the flower. Dropping is easy. Drop the flower. Drop the flower. Drop the flower. Oh, I'm trying. Are you trying to drop or hold? Holding needs an attempt, trial. Dropping doesn't need. Just be. Just keep your hand as it is. Whatever you are holding, what you are holding, you picked up. Your hand was hand. What you are holding, you picked up. And that is what you are holding. Whatever is picked up, let it be there in its own place. Where is the dropping? Automatically it has happened. I have been trying to get out my anger, Swami. Oh. Why sometimes it's good, no? So I like it. My jealousy is very nice. My hatred also like that. Okay, enjoy. Who says not? You shall feel overwhelmed by yourself every moment. And once you see this reality, Yogarato va, Bhogarato va, Shangarato va, Shangavihina, Yasya Brahmani Ramade Chittam. Today you can say, you are a governor or not a governor, king or not a king, you are an emperor or not emperor, you are poor or rich, owner of a land, or anything you consider, sir, Nandati. It doesn't have to yoga, bhoga, roga, anything, in any condition. Sarvavasthasu sarvada. Evameva parapuja sarvavasthasu sarvada. Every moment you do this awareness of me being ourselves. Advaya Sachidanande Nirvikalpeka Rupine Advitiya Sthiti Advitiya Haveshman Katham Puja Vidyate. Oh Mama, oh Mother, oh Ishvara, how do I do puja? Why? Advaya Sachidananda, in the non-dual Sachidananda Nirvikalpeka Rupine, which is free from every vikalpa, ever existent consciousness, bliss, immortality at all times, all places. Advitiya Haveshman, there is no second thing. You alone are. Or call it Aham Brahmasmi, but one truth alone is, or Ishvara alone is. Uttama Purusha, Aham Brahmasmi or Uttama Purusha, he alone is, Ishvarasti. Saguna, he alone is, she alone is, it alone is. When you are there, I am not there. When you say, when God says, I am lit up, That is why beautiful verse sung right to that boy, what his name is, Ramnamar, so nicely. Mrutyunjayam mrutyuviyasritanam aham mati mrutyumupaiti purvam athasvabhavat amrutasuteshu katham punar mrutyudhyovakasa. Amazing verse. The Swami had taught us the Suddhananda. How we remember these verses, amazing. Mrutyunjayam mrutyuviyasritanam. Ordinary people, they see the simplicity of that wisdom. Mrutyunjayam, mrutyubhya asritana. Mrutyubhya, out of the fear of death. Then ordinary person, what is that? Mrutyunjayam. He takes the asraya, surrender unto Shiva, who has conquered the death, meaning in deathless immortality, death doesn't exist. If it exists, as a pickle only. Yamaraj says pickle. Okay. You don't have to accept that also. Choice is yours. When the moment you surrender, aham mati mrityu upaiti purvam, mrityu purvam, even before the death, aham mati upaiti. That I thought is gone because I surrendered. Oh Lord, please. Nispapa papanasini, my papa is yours. The death is yours. I am not there. Aham mati mrityu purvam upaiti. Even before the death strikes, death doesn't strike you. Death is, time is moving. And you are no more struck because I gave myself up at the feet of the totality, at the altar of the totality. Ahammati mrityupumapait. Atha, once the ahankara gone, athas swabhavat amruteshu teshu. When the ahankara is gone, aham alone is shining. Swabhavat, naturally. Amruteshu teshu, immortality is shining. Katham punar mrityu dhyovakasa. Again, katham punaha, again, dhiyaha mrityu avakasa. How can the mind ever think of death again, pain again, papa, punya, right, wrong, dvesha? Oh boy. Raga, dvesha, lova, moda, moha, anything. Neither you consider I am the holy man, I am the holy of the holy. No. She is Kshuddha, she is Trusha, she is everything. He alone is, she alone is. Life is lived. Operation complete, successful. Not a drop of blood falls. Not a moment of dismissal, fulfillment, rules ever. Close your eyes. Thank you.